In this Nuage tutorial, we're going to start talking about the automation system and how to use it. So to begin with, we're just going to do some very basic automation writing, starting with this one channel here, the moves track. And I'm going to show you how the system works. So if we just have a track without any automation on it, and nothing has been written into this track, it looks like this. Now, in order to write automation, all we simply have to do is put that track into write, start playback, and adjust a control. In this case, I'm going to adjust the channel fader, which I know you can't see, but here I'm going to grab the fader, and notice how an automation lane opened up automatically. I'm going to push the fader up like that. Then I'm going to let go, and it returns back to the previous position. Press stop. There you go. I have written some volume automation into this track. Here on the master unit, if we want to see the automation system parameters, simply press the automation section here, and now all the automation controls come up onto the touch screen. This mimics the automation window from the Nuendo user interface. Here, same thing basically. Now you notice when I first touched the fader, the automation lane automatically opened up and showed me the volume automation that I was writing. This is actually one of the settings of the automation system. So if you look here on the automation panel, here are the automation settings, and that is reveal parameter on write. So the second I start touching parameters in the channel and automating them, we're going to see their automation lanes automatically show up. You don't have to have this turned on, but this allows you to see the automation data that you're writing. So let me do some EQ automation. If I go to the EQ here on the channel strip and make some adjustments while the channel's in write, then you're going to start to see the different parameters of the EQ. So every time I grab a different parameter, those lanes are going to become visible so I can see the automation data that I'm writing. Now you can always hide these lanes later if you don't want to see them. No big deal. But this allows us to get a better idea of what's going on and see the data that we're actually writing. Now there are many times when you don't want to write a whole bunch of automation for all the different parameters in the channel. Quite often, volume automation is the primary automation that you're utilizing. So this column here, the suspend write column, comes in handy. And basically what it helps you do is it helps you avoid inadvertently writing automation that you didn't intend to. So if you're just primarily writing volume automation, you can disable the writing of all the other types of automation for the channel. So I tend to only have the volume automation turned on right now. So if these buttons are red, what that indicates is you cannot write pan, EQ, dynamics, sends, inserts, mutes, or others. Volume is gray, which means you can write volume automation. So now if I run the transport and I make some adjustments to the EQ, the automation system is not being engaged. Here you can see if I go to the equalizer tab and I turn on the EQ and make some changes, nothing's happening. Now, if I go here and turn on automation write for the EQ, and the second I start making changes, now you're seeing the parameters become visible in the project window. So that's a basic introduction to the automation system and how you actually write data into Nuendo. In upcoming tutorials, we'll talk more about the automation write modes and a lot of the additional parameters of the automation system. So look for those soon, and we'll see you then.